Today we honor Saint Joachim, the father of Our Lady. Just a few thoughts to help us perhaps have a greater veneration for Saint Joachim. He's a rather mysterious figure, being that there is not a whole lot extant about him. What do we know? They say that he and his wife Anna, they were very generous in giving alms. Having no children, of course, being barren for many years, that was a great cross, especially in their day and age, because barrenness was considered a curse from God. You were frowned upon in society, in the Jewish society. So they had to bear that cross for many years. Now they distributed a third of their goods to the adornment of the temple. The second third they gave to the poor. And then the third, the last was they kept for their own use. Now, they prayed fervently to have a child, that cross be taken away. Saint Joachim, they say, fasted regularly and prayed night and day, and Anna as well. One day an angel appeared and spoke to Joachim, telling him his prayer was heard. God would give him a child. He and Saint Anne straight away promised God that the child he gave them, they would consecrate to his service. And so Our Lady was born, and at 3 years of age, she had already the use of reason, being the mother of God, and she was a special case. So she had already decided and chose to consecrate herself to God. And her parents, they let her go. The greatest treasure they had. After so many years of waiting and sacrificing in order to gain this, Our Lady, they had to give her up. And they did so freely. They encouraged her to do the will of God, to live in the temple. And after this had been done, they had given her up, St. Joachim lived many years on. And you can imagine how hard it must have been to have known Our Lady as he did for 3 years, the most lovable creature that ever existed. And the father and daughter relationship, something far beyond anything we could ever conceive of, because she was more lovable than anyone else, any other daughter could ever be, more virtuous. So after he gave her up, he spent the rest of his years really just sighing to be with her again. And that would happen after his death, after they were reunited in heaven. And that is what we should do, especially this whole week during the octave of the Assumption. We are supposed to try to think of desire to be with Our Lady. Where is Our Lady? She is in heaven. That is why we have here the shrine, which is empty. It represents the empty tomb. She is no longer here. We want to be with her. She is in heaven. So we should pray, sigh, to be in heaven. That is good. It's good to, blessed are they who mourn, if we mourn, to be in the next life. And Our Lady gives us the strength, when we do this, to persevere. Saint Bernadette Soubirous, remember, she saw Our Lady when she was a young child as well. She saw her for, I believe it was 18 apparitions, but in any case, after she stopped seeing Our Lady, those apparitions ended, and she had many years to live. We see her trying her best to form an image of Our Lady. She would find statues and pictures, trying to make the best she could in her absence. But she told her friends and those around her that no picture, no matter how beautiful, or no statue, came even close. And so she just had to make do. And she would pray, not seeing Our Lady, but knowing that Our Lady was hearing her prayers. And she did that for many years until finally Our Lady came again on her deathbed. That is what we should look forward to. It doesn't matter if we see Our Lady here and now. We do not need to see her here and now. It's enough if we are given to see her for all eternity. May God bless you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen.